It is still the month of love, so Vincent Genna is back with us in studio talking about the things we need to avoid in our relationships to keep them going strong. For granted, because we have some really insightful people that come on the show, including this guest, Vincent Genna. You know him well because he is so animated in his desire to help people, passionate to help people achieve great things in life, including great love. And this is some really good advice on learning the do-nots of what you should do in a relationship.
Do you need paper to take notes?
Some do-nots. Thank you. Take it away.
We are still in the season of love, romance, relationships.
Yeah, and sometimes we need a little guidance and help along the way in all of those departments. And we have author and spiritual teacher Vincent Genna back with us to explain how to keep our love minded.
He's serenading us.
Mon amour. This is amore, right? Love. It's all about love. It absolutely is all about love. Love is one of the strongest powers on the face of the earth. And we talked the last time about all the good things to do in order to maintain that relationship and, more importantly, let it grow and solidify. So I'd like to bring up what not to do in a relationship.
Okay, I'm ready.
It's funny because last time when you talked about the positive, you were like, your face lit up. But when you said not, it just turned into
of course
like,
it
body
is.
language already. I'm like,
it's not
love.
And it's not negative to point out the negative, okay? It's awareness, but you need to point out whatever needs to be healed in order to heal it, right? All right, so that's the same in a relationship. So one of the things that couples do too fast is they get out of the courtship phase too fast. They become really relaxed and comfortable. The guy there Sundays is going to be there with the beer in the hand, and he's going to be watching the football games, and you're walking back and forth going, oh, how long is the game over, honey? Is this like, you know, unless you have the same interest in it, and not all spouses have that same interest, right? So don't settle back into your habits, the things that you're used to when you were alone. You're in a couple situation now, and so the courtship phase is where everybody is watching their P's and Q's. Watch them a little bit longer. So enjoy the relationship growth and getting used to each other, right? But in the same token, as you're getting used to each other, don't be looking for the complaints about each other, what's wrong in each other, because you'll always go in that direction. Our minds are so capable of creating a story, right, and building a case. Building a case. Oh, I can't believe he just threw his clothes all over the floor like that. Or I can't believe she's griping to me again. I have a honey-do list, and we were just together or married just a year, and it's already 10 pages long. And it's just like, so the more you keep doing that, you're going to be building all of this negative with that person that you're with. And the whole reason for being in a couple relationship is growth, self-growth. You learn more about yourself. You're not completing yourself by being in a couple relationship. You're learning more about your compassion, your self-love, your tolerance, your caring ability, all of that with the person that you're with. Do things together, as I said before. There are too many times that partners will go in their own directions, okay? Oh, by the way, and people are going to hate this, I know. Don't be writing me all these letters. I can't believe how many couples have separate bank accounts, okay?
So you're going to say bathrooms. I was like, I think
separate
that's
bathroom
a great
is
idea.
fine. No. Well, we have one bathroom, but separate sinks and vanities. I like that idea, you know?
Different
But separate bank account. Okay, you want a Christmas club fund. You want your own little fund, so that way you can get some gifts and not all. But as soon as you start separating your interest and protecting yourself, you're setting up a barrier right there. You're setting a precedence of separation. So you do things unified, and it's not about dependency. It's about interdependency. You don't want to be independent because you're in a couple relationship, and you don't want to be dependent just because you're in a couple relationship. But an interdependency is that there are going to be times that you're going to need to depend on each other. You may be ill and you may need help from your partner, or down and may be upset about something. Don't be upset about being upset. It's okay. Allow your emotions to come through and trust in your partner to be able to stand strong for you during those times, okay? So find the interest rather than your own separate interest. But that's not to say that you can't play cards with the girls one night and he can't go bowling with the guys one night. That's not what I'm talking about. But when there's too many of those separate things, then you also wind up pulling away from each other. What's more important? I was always told that in a household, if you think about this, you're two columns holding up a roof.
Right.
Right? And each column has to be strong at some times. But don't be thinking about the relationship and the strength as 50-50. It's an impossibility for each of you to be 50% in that relationship.
Powerful worlds.
Yes, it will always be 60-40. It will always be. Somebody will be 60% stronger than the other one at times, and then it'll switch, and the other person, the partner, will be 60% stronger than you.
Well, we'll have to talk about that in another segment about
another segment about
how, I know time goes by so quickly.
It does.
I know. We could
togetherness, love. That's the whole reason why you're together and experiencing. And if you don't want to be together and experience that oneness as a couple, then don't do it.
Don't be together.
Don't be together. Be individual. There's nothing wrong with that either.
In the meantime, Vincent, where can we find more info?
Just go to my website at vincentgenna.com, and you'll find me there and ways to connect to me there through all my social media. I also have a great podcast, The Genna Effect, Become Unstoppable. And I have a lot of guests on. And we do talk about love a lot because that's prime, not just in 1 month, but through a whole lifetime, right?
Okay, good to know. I'm going to have to tune in. All right. I hope you took notes in this segment because there's a lot to learn. Vincent, we appreciate you being here as always.
Always love being here.